place is incredible, man.
turismo.
I've been there 10 times already. Take my tour? Yeah. Hi, Sacha. Alright, my guys, so you girls, like you don't know me, nice to meet you. My name is Jarlayson or CJ, right? Whatever you want to call me. I'll be your tour guide today, guys. That's my place, alright? That house out there, the white one. That's my place. So anytime, every day I go from here, there, a lot of them. I have to get back here, guys. And it's all the time the same, but I love it. I love what I do. So my guys, welcome to the District 13. Alright, the District 13, as I told you guys, is formed by 23 neighborhoods and 15 sectors. Now, back in the days, all these 38 neighborhoods were once together the most dangerous districts in the whole world. But why was the District 13 the most dangerous district in the whole world? What happens is here into the District 13, we have 7 illegal groups located. We have the guerrillas of the FARC, the paramilitares, the CAPs, Comandos Armados del Pueblo, the ELN, the EPL, the Milicianos, and the BAT-3. Of these 7 illegal groups that we had here into the District 13 were 2 the most recognized. as were the guerrillas of the FARC and also the paramilitares, right? The guerrillas of the FARC, my guys, was an illegal group created around 60 years ago by someone named Antonio Marin. That was his real name, but he wasn't known in the country by his real name. He was known by the name of Ivan Marulanda Vélez, aka Hirofijo. Why this guy decided to create this illegal group around 60 years ago? What happened, my guys, is that back in the days, back in the days and even nowadays, the Colombian government has been focused on helping the wealthy people and not to the people from this kind of marginal community. So that's why this guy decided to create this illegal group, right? Guys, FARC translate Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia. The other illegal group, the paramilitares, was an illegal group supposedly created by the Colombian government. It was created by an ex-president and supported by another ex-president. The one who created, his name is Ernesto Samper. He created this illegal group from something called Las Convivir, right? Las Convivir were actually people were getting free from the Colombian jail, employed by the government to make social clinics. When I talk about social clinics, I refer about killing people into this kind of marginal communities, because that's exactly, my guys, why they were doing, right? Then the same illegal group, guys, was supported by another ex-president. His name is Álvaro Uribe Vélez. That's someone very known in Colombia, right? Why this other ex-president decided to support this illegal group? The Colombian history says that when this ex-president was younger, the guerrillas killed his father. Watch out there. Just move a little bit. So my guys, just telling you, when this ex-president was younger, the guerrillas killed his father, which is true. That's why he decided to support this illegal group, to revenge his father. If we study the Colombian history, we'll realize that he has been the president who has fought the most to the guerrillas, and also the first president in being president twice in the whole Colombian history. He was the president of the country from the year 2002 until the year 2006. Then he changed the constitution of the country to be re-elected, and he was re-elected from the year 2006 until the year 2010. We have to recognize, my guys, that during his time as president, people like Ivan Marulanda Vélez or Tiro Fijo, El Mono Jojoy, Raúl Reyes got killed. So nice, because finally the government was doing what they should do: fight the illegal group, protect the citizens. But also, my guys, around 6,402 innocent people were killed in the country while he was the president. These ones were the ones called the fake positive. In Spanish, los falsos positivos. So what the government, well, don't blame on the government. Let's blame on the paramilitares. What the paramilitares were doing in this case was going to the rural areas of the country and started offering fake jobs. Around these years, my guys, the minimum wage of the country, or in the country, was like $120 a month. These guys were offering $500 a month. Guys, of course, all these people were underneath. They saw the opportunity to achieve their goals, because not even 20 years later, in a country, we're able to make that amount of money. We just made $250 a month. So of course, these people will get this job. So then they were taken to the jungles of Colombia. They were camouflaged. They were killed, armed, and passed as guerrilla members, as an illegal group. That's right. We as Colombian citizens didn't know what was happening in the country. That's why this guy got re-elected. That's true. You know what the most crazy thing about it is that the people who made part, most of them who made part of the masquerades in the country, are in jail. But not this ex-president. And he won't go to jail. Guys. Why? Because like he's basically the owner of half the country. Right? My guys, combining everything what I've told you with the history of the District 13, because none of this is away from the history of the District 13. Right? The first of these 7 illegals group in joining or coming to the District 13 were the guerrillas of the park. They came to the District 13 in the year 1989. The community was talking about that just when the guerrillas were staying here into the District 13, just then alone, everything was so nice. Because first, the people could go out of their houses whenever they wanted. By those times didn't work those curfews. In Spanish, toque de queda. And also the guerrillas, they were kind of Robin Hood. So they used to steal things from the private companies, from the public companies, from the Colombian government to give it to this kind of marginal communities. Fortunately, my guys, by the year 1994 and the year 1991, 1992, the guerrillas started fighting into each other. The first illegal group in starting with armed conflict in town. What was happening now, my guys? Well, the guerrillas, they keep on stealing all this stuff, but instead of keep on handing out to the community, now they were keeping for them. And also some of the guys who made part of the guerrillas wanted to be the boss from one to other day. But that's almost impossible. Why? Because let's say that you, my man, you the boss. Let's say you the boss, right? And that would you like to take his position? He's the boss. You want to take his position. What do you have to do? Right? Kill him. That's exactly, my guys, what was happening here between the guerrillas. They were just killing into each other. By the year 1994 and the year 1995, when these other 6 illegals groups came to the District 13, this was already dangerous. But then it became worse. Because now we had the 7 illegals group fighting for taking over the power of the territory. And it comes a really nice question from what I've told you so far, and is, why those illegals group came to the District 13 and not somewhere else? What was here in specific that made them come to the District 13? Such a good question, no? Well, my guys, the reason why those illegals group came here is because between the years 70s, 80s, and even up to the 90s, the District 13 was the only place in the whole Antioquia's department that had a road that connected the Urabá Antioqueño straight with the District 13. By this road called the road to the sea. In Spanish, La Vía al Mar. Urabá, it's a rural area, and unfortunately has been full of drugs and gangs. That's why they came to the District 13 and not somewhere else. It was easier to this illegals group coming to the District 13 because don't forget what I told you, that the government has been focused on helping the wealthy people and not to the people from this kind of marginal communities. Basically, my guys, this became the most dangerous district in the whole world, and then the American government decided to tell to the Colombian government about to change the perspective how other countries were seeing us. The reason why was because we already owed money to the American government, and we required them for more money. But they say, yo, hold on, you already owed us money, and you're requiring for more money? We don't know if our money is getting back to us. No, guys, we're out if you don't change the perspective how other countries are seeing you. Then the Colombian government decided to take actions in the country. So the actions taken by the government in the case of the District 13 to get rid of the violence, just for the government, were the best and the easiest one. For the community, the worst and the hardest one. Why? Because the government decided to take those illegals group out of the place with military operation, with firing. We're around 24 military operations made all over the District 13 during 4 years. Those military operations started from the year 1998 up to the year 2002. Between all this armed conflict that was in the lapse of 20 years, here into the District 13, around 3,500 people died. Without talking about the 1,500 people who disappeared. Of these people who disappeared, the community said that around 500 bodies were buried in one of the biggest urban mass graves in all Latin America. We had the disgrace to have it in here. This one, it's called La Escombrera, where the government has been working already for 6 years looking for these bodies. And up to the moment, they haven't found anything yet. Where nobody knows exactly what's going on. Look. Getting back, my guys, to the military operation. Of these 24 military operations were 2, the most recognized. The only 2 ones I'll be talking about it today. About the Operation Mariscal, but also about the Operation Orion. I also have knowledge about the Operation Potestad, Amanecer, Renacer, Antorcha, Anzuelo, the Operation Pre-Orion, Orion, Mariscal. The reason why I just talk about 2 of them is because the only things what the other operations did was to scare, kill, and displace the innocent community. Now guys, any question about it? Is it clear so far? Oh my gosh, do you understand just a little bit more about the operations, about like what, when exactly and how it started the transformation in town? I'm going to explain you that piece of art out there, and then we'll just keep on exploring it. Okay, my guys? Doubts, questions, suggestions, please let me know. You're free, guys, to go and buy anywhere you want. Alright? But please, no money, no candies, no food to the kids. Please. Either pictures of kids. You got me? Alright, guys, let's keep on having fun. Because rain doesn't really change.
Change his mind.
No,
Oh my god.
You like it? Yeah, my guys, stand in front of me, please. Exactly. Chicos, acá. No, guys. Alright, cool, my guys. So, guys, about the pictures and all this stuff, 2019 by 5 artists. The first one right there, it was made by Jomar from Bucaramanga. Bucaramanga is a Colombian city. The second one was made by Apollo 13. Apollo is considered one of the best muralists of the city. The third one, guys, it was made by Lina Josa. Lina is one of the few female graffiti artists in the country and even in the city, obviously. Fourth one, Picho from Bello. That's a little town nearby here. And the fifth one, guys, it was made by Zeta Fuerte from Bogota, right? Zeta Fuerte has been living here in the city for the last 9 years of his life and is currently living into the District 13, right? So my guys, this beautiful mural, it's, come on lady. I thought you were gonna ask something. So my guys, this mural, it's called Comunidad en Resistencia. In English, Community in Resistance. And it's representing the history of the District 13 from the beginning up to the transformation. The first one right there, guys, it's representing exactly how it started everything in town in the year 1950. First people who came to live out here by this time were black people, most of them displaced by the violence from their countryside, like from Cali, Buenaventura, Chocó, Valle del Cauca. So they started moving themselves to the other cities of Colombia, looking for more advantages or opportunity, like a place where to work, where to live, where to study. And many of them found those opportunities out here. Came, formed the place, and then my guys, the violence, boom, take over the place. Here is when the Colombian government decided to react against the violence. The second mural right there is representing one of these reactions taken by the government to get rid of the violence. It's representing the Operation Mariscal. This military operation, guys, took place on May 21st of the year 2002. This day, the Colombian government came to the District 13 with around 1,000 paramilitares, and 700 guys, policemen. All right. During the last 2 military operations, the government was working together with one of these illegal groups, the paramilitares. Besides, the government brought army tanks and helicopters. This operation was during 12 and a half hours. started at 3 a.m. in the morning and it was stopped by the community at 3:30 p.m. But what happened, my guys? To the point that the community decided to stop a military operation? What the community says that happened was basically that the government came here, full force, and started shooting everyone. A lot of innocent people were getting shot down between the force and fire. A young boy, my guys, just 13 years old, was playing PlayStation inside his house, would be one of the first child in getting shot down by a stray bullet. When his friend, who was 1 year older, saw his younger friend falling down, what he decided to do was take him, carry on him on his shoulder, and ran out of the house. Trying to save the life of his younger friend, his second boy also got shot down, but this time by the police. The second boy getting shot down passed away. The first one is still alive. But while they were lying on the floor, praying for their lives, a random lady saw them. You know what she did, guys? She jumped out of her house to save the life of these two young boys. She didn't go out alone. She jumped out of her house waving a white t-shirt, saying, "Peace, stop. We want peace. We're innocent people." Incredibly, the community says that when the police saw this lady trying to save the life of these two young boys, they started shooting her. And one of the hypotheses is because they were told that everyone who lived up here were guerrilla members. So she hid inside her house, jumped out of her house, waving the same white t-shirt, saying, "Please stop, we want peace, we're innocent people." She had to try around 4 or 5 times waving this white t-shirt, up to the point that the community saw this. So around 2,500 people jumped out of their houses, supporting this lady, waving white t-shirt, white blankets, white flag, saying, "Please stop, we want peace. We're innocent people." This is a civic act what stopped this operation on May 21st of the year 2010. But guys, this act was called the March of the White Blanket. Memory to this amazing act, in the year 2015, some artists decided to make an homage on this wall. So back in the days, on this wall we had eagle, owl, elephants, panda teddy, and also an old lady. All the characters that were on the wall had a white flag. The mural started peeling off. What the artist decided to do was make a new one without forgetting about the principal meaning of the wall. There was a march of the white blanket. That's why the second mural right there has some white squares above his hands. A pigeon representing peace, freedom, and also a white flag on his right shoulder. After this operation, my guys, was a stronger operation. That was the Operation Orion, October 16, bienvenido, October 16 of the year 2002, represented by the black face with a snake around. I'll give you more information about it on the way up. And literally, guys, after this operation, finally, the transformation started taking over the place, as are the second escalators outdoor built in the middle of urban neighborhoods in the world. We have the privilege to have them in here. We'll be visiting them today. Around this mural, guys, we got 2 insects, an ant and a bee. Why? Because anytime we see the ants working, how to work together. The bees, they do the work the same way, together. And that's exactly how we as community have been working together to help with the transformation of such amazing place. With this transformation comes the hip hop of its elements. Can you read right there, guys? Hip hop, HIP, HOP, 4 of its elements. The DJs or turntables, the graffiti artists, the b-boys or break dancers, and also the MCs of freestylers like me. That's why by the last mural we can see a vinyl, a spray can, a cap, a microphone, and also a boombox. And obviously, the Jordans out there. Alright? But guys, any question about it? Is it clear so far? Am I speaking clear enough, man? Yep. Muy claro. Alright. So cool, my guys. So please go ahead, take your pics to keep on going. If anybody of you would like to get any picture anywhere, just let me know. I am the best photographer of the world. But yeah, I got you pictures, guys. No worries. Hey, what's up? What's up? Yo, what's up, girls? How you doing? Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm CJ, the tour guide.
No man, 5 minutos. 5 minutos. Tiene más que yo, man. Sí, marica, yo creo que sí, yo creo. Ah, acaba de decir, sí, no, sí.
Oh, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Parcero, ¿cómo estás?
Sé lo que le digo. Quedaron quietos. ¿Se tira o qué?
How many languages you speak?
How many what?
Languages.
Oh wow, look at there. That's incredible, huh? Got it all stacked on top of each other.
You really got that accent.
Yeah, southern man.
Yo no sé para qué me mandó la foto de la mía.
Yo le di plata para que sacara las copias y sacara todas sus cosas.
It's been raining the whole time. Rain. Everywhere you see is rain. Metro station. Lotto Metro. I think for sure, sir, you better be in shape. Keep up with these guys. These guys are on the move. Mountains all around us. All the way around us. There it is. Whew. This man should have held off on that sandwich. Got to be in shape to keep up with these guys, huh? They're on the move.
Again, how then the weather is gonna be? What's
Rainy.
the forecast about rain? Is it gonna rain? Are you worried? Are you worried about weather? Tour guide. I'm one of the first bilingual tour guide of the place where we're going to right now, the district 37, right? And instead of being a tour guide, I'm crazy. We're in Comunas, right? So Poblado is the district number 14, located in the southeast of the city. Besides of being the biggest district in the city, it's also representing where it started the development in the city. The first people who came to live out here around the years 1500 were indigenous people. All these indigenous got to Poblado and started building their little wooden and clay houses. Then they realized that here at Poblado was a lot of gold, and they started mining all this gold and making totems of gold, necklace of gold, bracelets of gold. Then the Spaniards were in Santa Fe, Antioquia. Santa Fe, Antioquia is a very colonial village located in the northwest of this state or department. So once these guys realized that here in Medellín was way more gold than in Santa Fe, Antioquia, they decided to move to Medellín. Then they moved the capital, because back in the days was Santa Fe, Antioquia, the capital of this state or department. So they moved out here and started tricking our indigenous people. How? Exchanging a mirror for gold, outfit for gold, a comb for gold. And you might be wondering, yo CJ, she just said a mirror. They have the water. That's right. They're Pachamama's lover. That translates Mother Earth, Mother Nature. But you know what's the problem with the water in this case? Is that it's wavy. And this mirror made of glass isn't wavy at all. In few words, it was new technology for our indigenous. And that's exactly how they stole all our riches, the Spaniards, right? So representation of the gold that used to be back in times here in Poblado nowadays, my guys, Poblado is the wealthiest district in the city where the money is. If we go to Polado's Park, straight up by the 10th Street, by the police base, we're gonna find a totem. In front of the totem, we're gonna find a statue of a lady bowing like this, with kind of a pen of gold, or in Spanish, batea, right? Representing the back in the days, here used to be gold, right? Then we're gonna see this stone. In one of the side of the stone, we're gonna see the shape of the Spaniards carved with the weapons, helmets, flags, representing conquest, what they came to do, to conquer. Right behind the same stone, we'll see or find a little wooden and clay houses, representing how everything started in town. Way in the opposite side, where the Spanish are placed on the same totem, we're gonna find the shape of these our indigenous, with the weapons and campanillas. Campanillas were the only underwear they used to wear back in times, made of tree leaves. Right next to this lady, they already told you that's bowing with a pen of gold, we're gonna find a plate with the date of the inauguration of Medellín. That was 2nd of March of the year 1616. It's quite old city, right? And guys, the district number 13 is located right there, in the west of the city. That area has been something quite different than this district. That one out there has been mostly full of poverty and also violence. Once we get there, my guys, I will explain you about it. Now we're taking the metro system from here up to San Antonio Station are 4 stops. My guys, if for any reason you cannot get up at San Antonio Station, please go up to the next station. That is Parque Berrio Station. Go down the bridge and come back in the opposite direction. Meet us up there. Just in case, my guys, it happened. Let me tell you that it hasn't happened for the last 6 years that someone get lost, and it will happen today, right? Please stay closer, right? Any doubt, question, suggestion, my guys, let me know. Just for making a better communication, all right? Is it clear so far?
Medellín.
Well, the population of Medellín, it's around 5.6 million people, being the second most densely populated district. Well, the second most densely populated city in the country, after Cali.
Oh,
2.6, right? Something like that. Yeah, around that. But things like for being such a small area, it's like very densely populated.
Yeah. So Cali has more people than Medellín?
No, less.
Less.
But it's like smaller. For being such a small area, you should live in too many people.
Oh, okay. And then what about Bogota?
Well, Bogota is the most populated, not densely, just populated city in the country with around 12 million people with La Sabana de Bogota, right? Just in the city, 10 million.
10 million in the city.
Yeah, just in the city, yes, my sir.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Oh my God, be careful with belongings, right? Be careful with belongings.
I am too short.
Are you too short to travel around them?
Brother, chicos, ¿qué les
¿Qué otro lugar le podemos sugerir al que visite? Alright, my guys. So guys, here welcome to San Antonio Station, to the downtown of Medellín, the district number 10, La Candelaria. This is also called La Candelaria in Bogota, right? So my guys, and also welcome to the only metro system in the whole country so far. This amazing metro system building started in the year 1985 and it's supposed to be finished in the year 1990. But it took them 5 years longer to finish the metro system. That means that it started working in the year 1995 and it has been working already for 26, almost 27 years. This amazing metro system has 3 lines and 28 stations. 22 stations on line B and 6 stations on line, on line A, 22, and on line B, we got just 6 stations. So what's the line C for? Actually, my guys, that one connects the line A with the line B, right? And it's used for emergencies and also for taking the metro cars from the west of the city to the garage, which is located in the north of the city, right? My guys, besides there are 8 cable cars in the city, which 7 of them make part of the metro system. Also, the metro owns Metro Plus and a tramway, right? The Metro Plus looks like the ruling transportation of Bogota. But the one from here, my guys, is better than the one from Bogota. For real, it is way better, my guys, alright? It is better, guys, alright? You have to recognize it. So, my guys, something that happened very nice with the metro system is that, well, to everything in the country is so expensive, they try to make the system affordable. So normally, guys, this metro tickets cost $2,900, right? Our bus we're taking later, $1,500. But what the metro system does is that give us 1 hour and a half to make any transport, well, or any,
Connections.
Yeah, just like change systems, all right, for cheaper. Like in our case, the bus, instead of charging us 1,500 Colombian pesos, is just gonna charge us 300 pesos. You see, this is still affordable. My guys, now we're gonna go up the stairs on that side to take the line B. From here up to San Javier stations are 6 ones. There is where we're getting off at San Javier. Okay? Let's follow just ones together the most dangerous district in the whole world. Why? Such a nice question, guys. Now we're taking a little bus outside of the station that is gonna take us to the graffitis area. Once we get there, guys, we're gonna meet up the other 4 girls and I will get you into a little spot to explain you the reasons why. You got me? Cool. Let's go. Santiago, ¿cuál es?
Yo 21.
21.
Mechanic shop here. Mechanic shop. This is a Poblado. That's this area right here called Poblado. Look at the graffiti, honey. Oh, look.
I'm in the middle of cleaning rocks now. Yeah, they have sour punch. If I don't get it under control, we'll be there. Yeah.
feel of everything. Look, baby, look, you seem distracted. Let me just call you back when I get situated, okay? All right, love you, bye. Bye. Kind of walking streets. Poblano area.